your Feel Good Breakfast show, honey, and I promise you things are only about to get sweeter because we are getting into the spirit of continuing to celebrate incredible women. And this morning we are celebrating none other than Anela Jahmena. She is born and bred in Cape Town, and she today is getting into how she is dropping her debut album. And I cannot wait for us to hear all about it. And yes, we are going to be getting a performance from her as well. But then we are also hearing about her story, where I know that at the age of 18, she started off in an incredible cultural collective, which is all about, rather, using music as a tool for social change. And it was called Sounds of the South. Everybody, please can we welcome Anela Jahmena.
Thank you.
Anela, how are you, my baby?
I'm good. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you.
At this moment, yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad,
Yeah.
my love. A born and bred Cape Town baby.
Yeah.
And of course, you guys have your own way of doing things in Cape Town, hey? You know this.
Like Kinji.
Exactly. So this is why I have to ask you, how did Cape Town influence the kind of music that you decided to go into?
You know, recently I was part of a project called The Streets Are Alive, True Sounds of the South. And I think it has always been that, you know, that culture of the streets being alive.
Yes.
It's either you are seeing, like in the corner, young youth just singing a cappella music. If it's not that, it's dancers. If it's not that, it's us, like, you know, it's Rasta people putting out sound out there for young people to come and engage in the conversation. So I think the culture grew inside of me even more, that today here I am.
Yeah, honey, on Expresso and doing the things about to drop your debut album.
Can I just say, pa 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 pa
Ba, 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 ba. Come on.
Saiti stand up. Anela 7784. Anela is representing.
That's right, and you're representing so well, my love. An album is not a small feat, but I also know that for you, music isn't just a means of entertainment.
Yeah.
It's also all about expression and even allowing, you know, it to be a form of resistance. So with you and your music, what exactly are you expressing?
You know, I'm unpacking.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the expression. It's to unpack the daily struggles, you know, the process of life that we go through, and that takes us to somewhat deep, dark spaces. But at the same time, we always must have that faith that there is a silver lining in every dark cloud. At the end of the tunnel, there's always a light. And that's basically what The Rise is about. It's about unpacking my story as Anela Jahmena, because I think I've dedicated 16 years of my life into doing something that is bigger than Anela, which is the work that I was doing with Sounds of the South.
Yes.
You know, unpacking working class stories and seeing to it that we come together to find resolutions to going forward as young black youth of South Africa. And now I'm saying, you know, Anela Jahmena, you know, from Sounds of the South, but now get to know Anela Jahmena, The Rise.
Come on, and when I'm a babes, you have Winnie Mandela inside of you. As you were talking, I was just like a fighting spirit. Yeah, I love it, and particularly
There's something about the vibration of my voice.
Yes.
I'm actually getting to know.
I love that. And girl, it is a voice that is going to go across the world. Because I feel like even the fact that you don't just do it for entertainment, but rather for social change, it's incredible. So you mentioned the fact that you obviously joined the Sounds of the South for a specific reason. How did you get into it?
Yeah, it was one of these sessions that you get, like in Kukuletu, we had all NYs, and every young person from Kaelicha, KTC, Kukuletu would just rock up and get an opportunity to be on stage.
Wow.
And it was like really terrifying, because it was my first time having to meet other young people like me who are doing music. And for the first time when I went on stage, I was just shaking. But when I saw how the crowd was receiving my work, I just knew this was it. You know, this was the moment for us to speak to the times. You know, I take a lot of great pleasure in listening to Nina Simone, and she does speak about the artist's responsibility. You know, it is always to speak to the times, because if you don't, then therefore the gift and the art itself is defeated, because it's always going to focus on what you think people want to hear. But rather, why don't you write what you think people want to say? Because not a lot of people have this opportunity that you have to stand in front of crowds and represent them.
I love that, giving a voice to the people.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And of course, I also know that with you, you're multi-talented while you are allowing yourself to be a voice, because you not only get into hip-hop, reggae, but also soul music.
Yeah.
So speak to me about this. Which one do you find the easiest and why?
I think both hip hop and reggae have been able to allow me to fully express. Because I think with time and going on in life, we want to escape the feeling, it's either of pain or frustration. But I think both these genres are giving and allowing that space, because from its inception, there were music that spoke to working class struggles, that spoke to, everyday struggles of young people. When they came together from the Bronx, when they came together within even the inspiration of Bob Marley, it comes from young people, young people speaking truth to power. And so I felt like there was a lot in me that I needed to let out. And with that music, I was able to do it. And with the Rise, I tried to attempt a bit of soul, a bit of like, the more happy and feminine me, and not really strong, come out really strong all the time, because it does really get tiring to be strong. There's a moment in time where we want to move past and begin a process of unlearning and reshaping yourself, and at some point heal.
And I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. Exactly.
Yes.
Anela, I thank you so much, my love. And I'm so excited that you're not going anywhere. We still got a lot more to chat about, a lot more to see in terms of your beautiful voice. But this is the thing, Expresso family. You got to make sure you stick around, because this much I can tell you, you're going to be blown away by this gorgeous lady's talent. In fact, it's a gift. And this is why you got to make sure you don't go anywhere. Stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Thank you.
Honestly, Zanele, that is talent with a purpose, and I'm loving that sentiment as well. We know artists for one reason, but sometimes you just want to know a bit more about them, and that one, fantastic. Looking forward to a performance a little bit later. But for now, as we continue to celebrate Women's Month, what better way to honor the incredible women in our lives than by spending quality time with our besties. Now, today we've got something extra special lined up for you. We'll be hanging out with a bestie, the lovely Carissa, sharing laughs, stories, and of course, indulging in delicious Omar rusks. And we all know, with Omar rusks, snack time is always dipping delicious. Let's dip into that with Carissa.
Relaxation is so important, I think even more so because it doesn't come around as often as I need it to. And I just need to have moments in my day or even in my week where I can sit back and breathe and just kind of take note of the moments of my week and days that require a little bit more attention. And there's nothing quite like a game of 30 seconds, as long as it's friendly rivalry. Right, ladies?
Yes. Let's go, girl.
So in South Africa, it's a province, and Durban's there as well. Of course, we're in the Good job. Okay.
It's a channel we used to watch when we were little, like Cartoon Network. Little ears.
Time.
I love a little bit of competition and just knowledge in general. Oh, this is so exciting.
She is married to another famous person, Justin Timberlake. She's
Jessica Biel.
Having a girls' day is important to me because it gives me time to unwind and reconnect with my close friends. Coming together and spending time together is much needed for the soul.
Well, I love my own company. I also just love spending time with my girls because it's sometimes just good to gain some perspective from people that really know you and have your best interests at heart. So it's just a time where we skinner a little bit and a really great time to just share some tea and rusks and great moments.
The rusk that Carissa put out is so amazing, especially the Yum Yum Caramel Gems. It's amazing. Melt in your mouth, it's so nice. I've always been an original buttermilk girl, but after tasting the Yum Yum Caramel, my favorite has changed.
Well, ladies, that was so much fun, even though some of us played more fairly than others, but that's okay. We'll make it up later. I'm thinking a pamper sesh might be in order, yes? Okay, let's go, let's go. You know, it's so important to actually give yourself permission to relax. I think that life gets so hectic and so busy and our schedules are just back to back that you need to intentionally take a moment, please just take a break and have some me time. I mean, who doesn't want that? I love being a girl, can I just say that? And I love hanging out with my girls too, my favorite people, and just having a moment where we can put on a face mask and not judge each other by the skinner that we bring to the table, paint our nails, and just do very like girly things, just to have a space to do that and feel really held. It's so special. Well, it feels like today can't even get any better, but I think let's end off with a little catch-up sesh with the girls around some coffee and rusk. Yes? Yes. Let's do it. I must say, guys, my favorite part of today was playing 30 seconds.
Same. Even though we didn't win.
That's okay.
It's okay.
My favorite moment was when I first tasted these yum yum caramel. The moment when I realized I have a new favorite flavor.
Yep. Wow, guys, I won't lie, this has been a lifesaver. I definitely need to schedule more girl time going forward.
Definitely.
Please. Well, that's where we wrap up today. We'll enjoy these. And from us girls, goodbye.
Love it. The besties all together with Carissa, fantastic. And it shows you that snack time is always dipping delicious with Omar Rusks and your friends.
Omar Rusks, the ultimate snack time treat. Dipping delicious, tasty, filling, satisfying.